Hello YouTube, welcome to Sunday in the Shop. It's Saturday. It's almost about 90 out there already. My Harbor Freight tire changer. I'm not going to make a video using it. There's 100 of them on YouTube. I don't know if you can see where I notched that ladder out down there. See that? And I got a strap and a C-clamp in the back. Okay, my genius idea. When I'm done with this, I'm going to unbolt it and put it back in a box. That means take the bottom 4 bolts out in those brackets. I carefully drove my truck up on the ladder. You can see what it did to the ladder. I don't care, I got to get the job done. I got 2 spares to do. I'm going to do one today and one tomorrow morning. So, there you go. It's kind of wobbly. Knock that over. This part that screws on, I did put some never sees down on the threads. There's a bolt inside of here and threads, so I did put some never sees. The copper kind of good stuff. Just a couple days ago, I put a front wheel bearing in a 2004 Cavalier. Believe it or not, my 2-foot Harbor Freight breaker bar, standing on it, got the axle nut loose. But I had all my weight. I was up there balancing on the car with both feet on the breaker bar. Anyway, back to this story, but it's Sunday, we can ramble on. We did clean up the rim, some awesome cleaner water, scrub pad, used a good old stool upside down to set the rim in, because we're going to paint the rim at silver, we want it black. But there you go, we started bending the pipe. About right where my foot is, where it goes in the pipe and it stops. But what we did is we kept turning the first side of the bead broke good. It was the back side that was hard. Okay, because you got to push further. I just kept turning the tire in different spots, kept pushing it. I know you can bend them pieces down here, these flat straps, where that swings on. Get down here and show you. You can bend that flat strap. You can always weld a brace across that. We didn't have a 2x, we should have a 2x4 outer because the tire was in an angle, because that's up in the air. But once I pushed down, it got to be okay. But I just kept working my way around it. This goes through one of the bolts in the rim. Of course, this goes down on the rim, and then this part holds it down. So, for those of you who've never seen one, some people use that end down there off to the right of the thing to put the tire on, and some people just use this flat part. Okay, I'll probably use the flat part and try it. Broke the bead pretty good, like I said on the first side, but coming off, put some awesome cleaner, it came right off there. This thing flexed over quite a bit. You see me pulling it, but it took the tire right off. No complaints there. It's just a bead breaker needs a little bit of my modification. Maybe find a solid bar and chop that apart and put a solid bar inside of that thing. Or, like I said, just keep walking the wheel around. Do a little bit of bead, move the wheel. We'll pause, take a little break. We're out of breath, it's so hot out here. We do have our little, that's the styrofoam block I showed you before. It's got cardboard plastic on it, so it makes a good chair to sit on when you're working out here. And I am in the shade. We're a pretty good spot right out here to work. Like I said, we'll pause for a minute, quit rambling, and we'll come back when we show you with the rim all painted. Little few things like that. Okay, this is just something I do. I put a little bit of sealer around here. Try not to get it out here, but it's just a spare tire. If it was a nice rim, I'd clean that off with some alcohol where I smudged it a little bit. It's just a little bit of extra security that I like. This stuff never really hardens. Heat will harden it more than anything. So, on with the show. Okay, this is just my little 4-way tool, okay? This is used to clean out the threads in there. This is in case this piece, hold on, this tap is in case this piece breaks. You can screw it down in there. See where that comes up off there? If that all snapped off and the center little pin popped out, it will go down in that hole like an easy out. That's what that's for, in case one of these breaks off. Now you know. Of course, that puts the valve core in. This is actually made in USA one. This was old and rusty. I cleaned it up, but they used to make these with a lever on them. Someday I can ramble on a little more in the videos. Used to be a lever, so you go against a rim like this and pull it in. Just give it a good tug. Like I said, I don't know if you can see the sealer down in here. Focus. There you go. Just a little added security. Like I said, it's just sprayed. This is $1.25 paint at the dollar store. It's just a spare tire. Now, we can get a hold of this piece down here. Okay, and in here, I don't know if you can see the threads, yep. And the bolt in here, gotta get the, I put some never sees. I put it down in here, which is easier than trying to reach in there, but let's get this grass out of here. Okay, then this goes on. Pardon all the junk back there by the shed. I haven't even done any spring cleaning since last winter. I'm embarrassed to show all the garbage behind my house, but it is a work area. This is kinda and then you put your bar up in here, that flat part of the bar to tighten it. We're not gonna worry about that. It's not going anywhere. And we put that against here. We kind of like that when we took the tire off, we had it on this side. It kind of started turning and then it hit this. And I'll take a close-up of this, how this wobbles. A friend of mine had one of these. I don't know what it was made by, but it broke. And I took it all apart. I don't think you can see up in there. Yeah, I had to cut this metal thing off for that flat part and re-weld that piece. I'll take a picture of that. Okay, we're not going to show me trying to struggle to get the tire in the rim. I may show a little secret there. If you have a tire that's kind of hard to seal, you can paint this, and then as soon as it's still sticky, you can then pop the bead on. But if we scratch this, we're going to put some paper around here. If you see a picture of paper before I air it up, we'll shove it here and repaint this if it scrapes, because we don't want this rust. It's going to lay in the back of the truck all the time. So stay tuned. We're putting way too much in this video, but this is all it's going to be about, is just doing a tire this Sunday. So hope you're enjoying it. I got the new camera. I'm sure you could probably tell by how good the quality is outside. So stay tuned. Let's talk more work. Okay, I tried both ends of the tire tool. I had better luck with my Harbor Freight bar here. Get around here and pull. See, I had better luck with that. The reason I ain't putting lube on it is I don't want to screw up my paint job. But no, I had better luck with these. They're $5 a piece. Stay tuned. Okay, we didn't do no touch-up. Before we popped the bead on, when we had it up on there, you could put some paper down there and spray those. Spray the rim and touched up. It's just a spare. We had to take this off, bounce it up and down on the ground so the beads would pop out. It's just because the tire is narrow on the rim. Because it had, if I would have let it set overnight with like some paint cans and spread it apart, I showed that in the video once, it'd probably been a little wider. But put the black wall out. These are weather cracked. They may look new, but there was on the truck some years sitting in the yard that you can see where they're weather cracked. See that? But it's just a spare and it's all I got. So I have two of them like this. This one's a little better, but there you go. Just a quickie spray job on the inside. I can always redo it. I put a lot of extra here, so if I want to touch it up, I'll just spray it someday again. But there you go. We can think of anything else, we'll put something here in the very last. But we're going to go ahead and check it for leaks. Take our spray bottle and go around the bead. You can use a little of this. It's kind of like a soap, it'll bubble. And then rinse off with some water. So stay tuned. We'll be back with something before we say goodbye for the week. Okay, we're done. We checked for leaks. We're going to leave you a picture of that bar. I said they were $5. Let me roll this out of the way here. I'll give you the story on this. These are $44 at a 25% coupon, 25% off coupon, okay? Which, with tax, it come out like $34 for this. I cannot pass it up. Even if I have to modify it, repair it, I cannot build one for that. You can't buy the metal, so that was a no-brainer. But we'll take a close-up picture of how I got this on here. But it worked. It isn't what I'd recommend. I really don't want to pour a concrete slab or something out here in my yard, but I'm only going to use this thing a couple times a year. So thanks for watching this weekend, and we look forward to seeing you next week.